Hello, everyone. I just want to start this off by recognizing you guys and saying thank you because a lot of you are giving me a lot of support. You're saying these videos, you're learning a lot from them. You're finding out a lot of information. You're finding them really valuable, and that's what's important to me. That you actually get something out of them. So yeah, I just really like to thank you guys for continuing to watch and continuing to support me, and I really hope I can help and to continue and help you and just keep adding that value. And I was trying to work out what should I help with tonight. What kind of value, what kind of skill set can I bring to the table? And I thought something that would really help is just talking about what's helped me. I my mindset is my greatest asset. That is my greatest strength. Um, it's like a source of energy and power and strength for me that I have on demand whenever I want to use it. And I feel like I know how to use it. I understand how it works, and I can use that to my advantage. And instead of trying to focus on one area, I thought I'd just tell you what's worked for me. Why have I been able to do what I've enjoyed doing? And it's all because of up here. So one of the first things for me, which is crucial, is visualization. I'm so clear. I'm so clear in my head what I want. I know specifically what I want, and that comes up for me every day, and it drives me on. It's you when you know what you want, when you have crystal clear clarity, everything else comes together. We're just moved on that path wherever it goes. We're moved on that path to what we want, to what we visualize. Um, so that's crucial. If there's something that you want, really be specific about it and picture that image in your head. What does that look like? Who are you with? What are the colors, the sounds? What are you going to hear? What are you going to feel? Try and feel it. Because when you can engage all these different senses in the body, your whole body just moves towards it. Another thing for me as well is using pain. Use pain to your advantage, and I do this a lot. Pain's not a good thing, but if you can use it well, if you can use it to your advantage, it can work wonders. I've done this. I've done this a couple of times, and one of those instances was when I did a bodybuilding show, and it was grueling. It was one of the toughest things I've ever done, and I was not expecting it to be how it was. There was yeah, I just couldn't have even imagined the amount of weight training I had to do, and then the cardio, and all the time the food intake's coming down. It pushed my body to the limit. But what kept me going was again the visualization. Picturing myself on stage. I'm in front of all those people. But then I brought the pain into it. I said if I didn't get up today, if I didn't go to the gym, if I didn't work as hard as I could, then I wouldn't be in the best shape as I could. And then I'd embarrass myself on that stage in front of all those people, all those months of hard work and all the people that supported me. And I would embarrass myself because I wouldn't have worked as hard. And I use that to my advantage, that thought process. I use that to fuel me on, to keep me going, to spur me on, and I found strength in that. Something else. Become obsessed. Obsession is good. Obsession has very negative connotations as a word, but it's really not. You have to be obsessed, and I found this out 3 years ago when I listened to a podcast by Eric Thomas. This was one of his keys: is you have to become obsessed. You have to think about it every day. Every decision you make has to be towards what you want. Does it benefit? Does it benefit you? Does it help you? Does it serve you? This is how you have to think. Every day, I'm making my decisions because I want to help people. I want to add value, and I want to grow myself. I want to be the best version of myself. So every decision I make, every thought that comes into my head has to be, how can I better myself? How can I better other people? How can I go where I want to go? And lastly, this is tough. This is really tough to get into. But if you can get it, it's going to get you far. And that's resilience. Because life isn't some happy merry-go-round 24/7. It goes up. We have these amazing moments, and it goes back down. You know, we're struck by illness, injury, tragedy. It happens. Good and bad events happen in life. And resilience comes in when things get tough. It's fine when everything's hunky-dory, when everyone's having a really good time, you're full of happiness, you know, everything's easy then. But it's when it gets tough, that's when you get tested. When something happens that you weren't expecting. And then you have to dig your heels in. And you have to become resilient to it. You have to accept. I always tell myself that whatever happens, the world is still going to go round. The world is still going to go round with or without me. So I can either sit there, lie in bed, or do whatever and sulk, or I can pick myself up, dust myself off, and just keep taking one step at a time. And it doesn't have to be mega steps. You don't have to take mega steps forward, big strides. Just pigeon steps, just little steps. Chip away at it. If things are really hard, just chip away. Tiny, one little thing every day. One of my mentors said to me, Blair Singer, he talked to it about, he spoke about it in terms of Captain America, and he has this shield, doesn't he? And you've got to hold it up to the heat and just keep pushing through. You've got to keep going. And some days that heat, it's gonna be full on force. It's gonna be trying to push you back. And other days it's gonna be a bit easier. But you've just got to keep going. And he also explained, Blair Singer also explained about, if you think about a boat, and it carves, as it carves through the water, it forms a wake around it. And you've got to imagine yourself as the boat, and the wake and all the water is life. And you just got to keep carving through water. You've got to keep carving through life. But as soon as you stop, and this really hit me, as soon as you stop, the water engulfs back around the boat. It encloses the boat, surrounds it. You got to keep going. That's why you can't stop. That's why I'm saying take pigeon steps. Just chip away at it a little bit. Now, I hope this has been of help. This is just some of my personal keys. If I was to pass a legacy on, this is what, if I was to say something to my grandchildren or something, I don't have grandchildren yet, but when I do, this is what I'd say to them. These are the keys. This is what you've got to have. This is what's going to make the difference. Visualize. Be obsessed. Use pain in your favor. And above all, be resilient. Don't stop. Keep going. Never, ever, ever stop. And on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Only 3 more days after this. 3 more days. I'll bring back for you some great content tomorrow, some great value. And again, thank you for just keep tuning in, keep listening. Please just keep chucking comments in below. It just be so great to hear your thoughts. What's helped you actually? What are your keys? What's helped you with a better mindset? Let's get the conversation going. Let's share some ideas. Let's help each other. This is what it's all about. Right. Good night, guys. Enjoy.